DeSantis enjoyed a chocolate pudding dessert by eating it with 3 of his fingers.
What are you guys up to?
Chocolate pudding.
So, a couple of what I think are teenagers, because they appear to be teenagers, kind of crashed a Ron DeSantis donor event with pudding. So I saw this. I didn't see this get much traction, but it amused me. So let's check this out. Marjorie Gaylor Queen tweeted this out saying, "These 2 kids went to Ron DeSantis' donor retreat and walked around eating pudding with their fingers." Now, before I even get into this video, the idea of me as a teenager, even knowing who, well, being in Canada, who my governor equivalent, my premier or even member of parliament would be, I think would be unheard of. People, back when I was a teen, back in the olden days, not many of us are really all that aware of what was going on. Now it's a lot different. And part of it is because of the urgency of the situation. I know climate change for sure has done a lot to activate a lot of younger people. And that is maybe the only benefit of that entire discussion. But regardless, they are a lot more engaged. And it's good to see stuff like this. And just the whole kind of middle finger to authority that I really enjoy from these teens here. So let's check this out.
You got something on you got your chocolate around you, mate?
Yeah, you want some?
No, I'm alright, thank you. What are you guys up to?
Chocolate pudding.
Very good.
What do you? The DeSantis?
Yeah.
6.
6 more?
They're not gonna let you on here and not put it on that.
They kick you out immediately, or you got to show something, right?
No, yeah, I think you have like a night or something.
6 feet. We're on the 7th.
There's, I think, another video. They left everyone snack packs. There you go. Just wonderful. Maybe some music there. I gotta mute that. What? Is that Laura Loomer? I think that might be. Well, how about that? I'm not sure what impact this has on anything, but just the idea of doing this is wonderful. Now, when it comes to Ron DeSantis, man, it's just been a complete disaster for him so far. Of course, he announced, I guess it was last week. All the days are running together at this point. So he announced his run on Twitter, kind of, because there are a lot of tech issues. So he didn't actually properly announce there when he was supposed to. And then he later on uploaded a video of his announcement that was just your very standard politician speak for a minute in his campaign video. I covered that both on Leftist Mafia. I think I played it in the initial video as well for his announcement. It's just very, very standard stuff, to the point that, it's possible Ron DeSantis may perform worse than people are even expecting, because he's coming out like Scott Walker or like, Jeb Bush. Like, it's not the campaign he's running, at least so far, in these, to be fair, very early days, but the campaign he's running so far, he really does not appear to know how to separate himself from the pack. So when you have Trump, who clearly is separate from the pack in a variety of ways, and you have everyone else, you sort of have to do something to, rise above the rest of the pack. And DeSantis does not know how to do that. So he can try and grab headlines how he wants to, how he is in Florida with, the variety of terrible things he's passing there. But that doesn't translate to an actual campaign strategy. And we're seeing that right now with just the total flat announcement. But, when it comes to media, Fox News for sure is pushing DeSantis right now. There may be an impact of that, how the impact that has on the audience there. But Fox News is also losing viewers to a lot of more further right-wing outlets, or at least pro-MAGA, pro-Trump outlets. So it's hard to know the actual impact that a Fox News will have in the year 2023. It's not the same as back in 2015, 2016. That even to be fair, CNN also had an impact as well when they would just broadcast his rallies without any commentary at all. So it's a different time, and it's hard to sort of know what's going to happen with that. But what is clear is if it just comes down to Trump versus DeSantis or Trump versus everyone else, Trump knows how to get attention. He knows how to maintain the support throughout all of these years. If he still has supporters today, which he does, many of them, he has the entire base, why would he lose them going up until, the end of the primary? Unless he physically or for some legal reason cannot run, I do not see a situation where he doesn't win the primary. That said, when it comes to a general election, I do think DeSantis would have a much better shot against Biden than Trump, simply because of the unknown quantity that DeSantis is for most people compared to Donald Trump. For Trump, there is a built-in anti-Trump vote in a general election that DeSantis doesn't have. There's no anti-DeSantis vote in the same way that there is an anti-Trump vote. So because Biden won in 2020 because of the anti-Trump vote, that's what's going to benefit him next time around, assuming Trump again is the nominee. But I don't know. It's going to be a mix of entertainment and also just, smashing your head against the desk, because they're going to do the same garbage they've been doing with the anti-trans shit. A lot of focus on what they consider to be culture war issues when it's just issues of human rights. So that's going to be frustrating. But on the other end of it, when you have Trump and DeSantis, or at least Trump especially, really going after DeSantis in these attacks. I mean, the day that Trump announced, and we covered this on the Leftist Mafia podcast, we went through I think I had 6 videos prepped. I only shared 5 of them, but Trump one after another. It was video. There were response videos from him. There were video clips from his social media editors that they created and put out. Just this onslaught against DeSantis. And the most DeSantis can do, I saw this today. This is his retort. DeSantis slams Trump for adding almost $8 trillion in debt in just 4 years. Which, this is, yeah, okay. This is worth bringing up when we're talking about, spending and the hypocrisy around Republicans. But I'm not really sure if this is what Republican voters care about. Republican voters want to see you call them a name. That's what we have seen. They do not care about actual issues. They tend to care about who yells the loudest. And when we get down to that, clearly Trump yells the loudest. Trump is essentially a right-wing comedian. DeSantis has no charisma, not even in his prepared video. No charisma at all. So I just do not see, when we get to a pure politics level, how DeSantis wins this out. But it's going to be an ongoing clown show worth covering.